WaterCitizen News, and coming up with our new show, Water in Congress on Air. A very special guest who's going to tell us about what we talked about today here at the Rayburn Building.
Yeah, sure. We had a roundtable discussing water projects and federal water policy as it relates to the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers. And I think that the takeaway today is crystal clear that the federal process is just backwards, that we're spending exponentially more money coming in after disasters than we would if we had a principled program that made wise investments on the front end. And hurricanes are perfect examples, whether it's Hurricane Sandy, Hurricane Katrina. This Corps of Engineers model of project delivery is we're looking at project delivery times of 40 years or more. Whenever the urgency or the crisis or the vulnerability is today, it's right now.
Yeah.
And it's not a question of if you're going to spend the money, it's a question of when, because you were ultimately going to have that vulnerability exposed due to flooding or hurricanes or what have you. And so just we're hoping to take a fundamentally different approach to make sure we save taxpayer dollars, we create more economic certainty, ecosystem certainty, and resilience for communities and businesses.
Excellent. So one of the things that came up in the WRDA bill in 2014, and of course this is looking at WRDA 2016, is the increase in stakeholder involvement and opportunities for people to really get involved, local water citizens to get involved and have their voices heard. How does that happen? How did that get built into the bill?
Yeah, first of all, dating back to 2007, Congress redefined what a partnership agreement was between the Corps and the non-federal entities, and it really is just a mess. The Corps of Engineers controls everything. But what happens is people on the ground, they're more exposed, they're more knowledgeable about what's happening, the vulnerabilities. You talk about people out there building homes or businesses or people or governments building schools and streets and things like that. All of those things are useless if they're underwater. They're useless. And so this really is a fundamental need. It's a fundamental issue, and I think that for the citizens that are out there, they've got to get engaged in helping to prioritize projects, prioritize investments, and in pushing the state and local officials to make sure that money's being spent in the right places and not wasted on decades of studies.
So how important is it to watch the media and have good coverage that talks about water in the media?
Yeah, look, there is such a severe disconnect between common sense and federal water policy. This is one of those issues where the public needs to rise up and force their representatives, again, at state and federal levels, to fundamentally change the way that we do this, to address the true urgency that's out there and make sure that the dollars are being spent, taxpayer dollars are being spent wisely.
Thank you very much.